so far we've been talking about very policy things, but it's almost a biography, and focusing on this woman, Lori Weise, and her work is just really a centerpiece of the book, and it's kind of built around it, though it also delves into other issues. Can you just tell us a bit about her? She sounds like an amazing human being.
She is an amazing person. And what I found most interesting about her was that we all talk about this now, about the connection between poverty and pet suffering, but we were not talking about it when she began. I can't say she's the first person in the United States, but she was certainly one of the first. So she began working at a furniture factory in downtown Los Angeles in the mid 1990s. And she was an animal lover. And downtown, that section of downtown was and remains pretty gritty. And she saw a tremendous number of strays on the street, and it broke her heart. And she wanted to help them. And so she and a coworker started doing a couple of things just ad hoc. Nobody was paying them. They were dipping into their own pockets. They were feeding some of the animals. They were plucking the ones that they thought were strays and taking them to vets and having them sterilized because they were seeing puppies being born and kittens being born, in alleys with nobody watching out for them. And gradually she came to realize that some of the animals she thought were strays were not strays. They belonged to unhoused people. And she began helping those people, understanding that some of them were not nice people, but some of them were. And some of them did not take what we would call proper care of their pets, not because they were trying to be evil, but because they didn't have the understanding or resources to do so. And so she started helping out. She registered something like 300 dogs to herself because she was told by the local shelter that people without fixed addresses couldn't take out animal licenses. And animal licenses are important for many reasons, but partly because if an animal gets away from you and is taken into the shelter, a license enables that shelter to call you up and say, we have your dog, and to help it get back home. But they wouldn't do that if a person was unhoused. So she registered all those animals to herself. So if one of them was picked up, she could get it back to its person. She also organized spay-neuter clinics that would come downtown. And that grew into a rescue called Downtown Dog Rescue.